Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a very wet Tuesday morning. It is currently 5:13 a.m. and it is pouring with rain, and this was forecast, so it's not like we didn't know it was coming. But not only is it raining, it's windy. As well. A bit cold, 5 degrees. AZRA, come on. She's worrying about a car on my left hand side. Right, will you stop worrying about it? Right, come on. Lead on. Lead on. Good girl. Oh, hopefully. I can't read the full name, so I'll just say hi to Lay. My phone is quite small, getting covered in rain, so I do apologise, but thanks for joining in, and I'm waiting. Thanks for the like. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. It does really mean a lot to the channel. It is pretty horrible, but we're going to, like I said, we'll do this rain or shine, so that is what we will do. If it starts getting too bad though, I will curtail the stroll, just sort of do maybe a medium one as opposed to the long one. We'll see. Good girl, AZRA. So what's everybody up to today? Is it a normal work day, leisure day, nothing day? Yesterday was quite a good Monday, to be honest with you. All the work got done in a reasonably calm way, which is always nice. Unfortunately, James didn't go to football training last night. His knees are still giving him grief after. He did go to physio yesterday, so they had another physio, but training twice a week for him at the minute, I think he's just a little bit daft from the PE they do at school as well. So I don't know whose decision it was. By the time I got home, he said he wasn't doing it, so that was good. So just really chilled out last night. Watched the Formula 1 highlight programme from Spain. Quite interesting seeing these new cars going around, sound different, look different as well. I've seen loads of pictures, but until you see them on track, a track that you know and you can sort of compare, it's difficult, isn't it? But certainly be interesting to see once everyone goes out and posts the time. I think it was Mercedes that did very well yesterday from all accounts. Go on, AZRA, lead on. There she is. I'm not sure how impressed she is to be out, to be honest with you. Come on. And yeah, again, we get mornings like this where she's very lethargic as well. Hell, I'm quite lethargic to be out in this weather. And I don't know if it's the wind speaker as well, but not only is it wet, blown back in your face, the sort of wind's coming back down this road, which is almost like a tunnel road. Lots of likes, lots of subscriptions. been watching many videos on YouTube the last few days again, just sort of refreshing myself, trying to remember if there's any settings I should be using that'll help the channel more. I've done a few things that they've done, but there's a lot of things that they say to do that aren't really relevant, and so you just ignore those. But a couple of bits and pieces I took out of it. So we'll see. The aim is to continue growing the channel, and it's been doing really well. I mean, even since the new year, we've had now over 50 subscribers, which is good for my little channel. I would say sort of 10 a week is what I aim for. Hi to Kristen. What am I waiting for? If you were with me at the beginning, you'll know it's 5:20 AM here in the UK, so it might as well be the middle of the night. It feels like it being so dark, but it is the morning, early morning here, and we're out every day at this time. Yeah, the more the merrier. This is what we do, everything and nothing. And we can chat about this, it makes it go a lot quicker. Sometimes I even put it on mute and just let you watch AZRA, because that's who the star of the show is, not me. AZRA, come on, it's just a cat. But even she gets distracted sometimes. You know what they say about a good actor? And there she is. Again, if you are new here, welcome. AZRA is a rescue dog. Come on, keep going, keep going. And she is a cross between a Labrador and a Beagle. Labrador size, Beagle colour. And she's got a very good temperament. Apart from when there's other dogs around, which she wants to play all the time, but it comes across as sometimes a little bit overly aggressive. Which isn't ideal, but she is a good dog. I've not heard of this, what you're asking me. I can't even read it with the raindrops, but it looks like something to do with Minecraft. But I don't really know too much about it, to be honest with you. Oh, yeah. So if you've been with me before, you'll know when we get to the end of this road, there's a decision to be made to either go left or right. We'll just have to see what we're going to do weather-wise, because it's pretty rank, guys, this morning. Not going to fib to you. AZRA, lead on, come on, let's go, come on. I don't know how well it's coming out on the camera, but it's really windy. This storm, Kiara, one or the other. And this is not the worst of it. We're getting, if you like, the outer bands, as it were, yeah. The southwest is getting it pretty bad, and they usually do get it pretty bad because they're the first point of when any sort of major storm hits the UK. So by the time it gets to this side of the country, so if you like, we're the east, a lot of it is blown out, dissipated, whatever you want to say. Right, come on, AZRA. we're going to go right. We've got time in our pocket, so I am going to do a left, and then I can still trim a little bit off the strap if I need to. This is not a leg orientated, this is purely weather orientated, which is why I'm not overly worried at the moment, because I can soon dry off when I get home, and obviously she can just get dried off as well. If it were the leg that was giving me grief, guys, the decision would be taken away straight away. But this morning, for Tuesdays and Thursdays, I don't have to do my exercises. Now, I was doing them every day, but the physio gave me a bit of a rollicking last week for doing that. He said, I understand why you want to do it, but you will hurt yourself if you continue to try and push yourself too hard too quick. So now we're back to 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Hence I am out a little bit early, but to be fair, I would have been out at this time anyway, because I had my jacket potato done in the same time. 25 minutes, 5 in the microwave, 20 in the air fryer. And I'm still ready to leave, but I think Astra's going to the loo. Right guys, in worst place you can go. Just give me a second, I'll sort this out. Wait, Azra, we're in the road so you can wait. Sit. Right guys, we are back. Azra had to go in the middle of the street. Unbelievable. Right, come on the pavement, let's go. Anyway, hopefully that's got that done and out of the way. As I say, this weather is pretty crap, guys. I'm sorry to say. And I don't know how well the sound is coming out either. So I apologise if it's not great. So the only time my leg really sort of aches a little bit on this stroll now is this bit, and the reason for it, because we're going uphill, you probably can't see it in this light. I know it's not great. We are going uphill. I'm blowing a bit, guys, so I don't mind telling you this morning. Go on. I do think it's because I've got the wind in my face as well, which isn't helping. That's what I'm going to put it down to. Come on, Azra. That was a rather noisy clunkiness and micro. Go on, Azra. So hopefully you're enjoying the live stroll this morning, in the warmth of your own homes. As I promise you guys, it is raining and it is windy. I'm hoping once we get back onto the high street, and I'm not going to be flawed with this comment, the wind will be at our back and it'll be a bit easier. If you are just joining up, welcome. We've been going now, coming up just over 15 minutes, 16 minutes. Do make sure you like and subscribe. This is AZRA in front. She's the star of the show. We are at a bit of a particularly dark point of the journey. We will be back on the high road in about 2 or 3 minutes. So I apologise, it's a bit dark at the minute. We are relying on artificial light and the street lights as well. But we will be back on the high street where it is far better lighting. Let's say in about 2 or 3 minutes. As I was saying earlier, the weather is appalling this morning. It is windy, it is wet, and it is cold. 3 things a dog walker hates. Raining without the wind and the cold, I can deal with that. Windy, not nice, but you can deal with that. Cold, you can wrap up. But all 3 together, ugh. Anyway, AZRA needs to be taken. I need my exercise. So we are out. I was just and ahhing the whole way around, and maybe I've been trying to talk myself out doing the long stroll this morning as to what stroll we would do, but we are doing the long one, and hopefully we're going to have the wind at our backs in about 2 minutes when we get to the high street, hopefully. Smell the trees creak and bang, you know. And this is Storm. I keep wanting to say Kiera. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It hit the UK sort of overnight, the southwest. We're in the sort of not quite as far east as you can go, but in the east. And we're sort of getting the outer bands, but it's pretty blowy, pretty wet. So I feel for the people in the southwest who've got this full on. Come on, AZRA. AZRA, lead on. She's a real warrior this morning. Just a bag, AZRA, come on. When we get home, obviously I'll have to dry her off. And then I can promise you guys, she will sulk until Julia comes down. Because she wants to go upstairs and be with Julia. But even if you dry her off, she's still going to be a bit damp and mucky, so she's not going upstairs. She never goes upstairs this time of year after we've been out. So in about a minute, so we can be hitting the high street. Less than that. Come on, AZRA. Okay, so we're now making the turn back onto the high street, guys. Come on. And it's quite muddy and messy through here. But it is all sort of proper pavement. Get rid of AZRA's mess, finally. Right, come on, lead on. And again, we're going to be going through the tunnel here of houses. But I'm hoping, as I said to you, the wind is coming from our back now. Probably going to be proved wrong any time, but hopefully that'll be the worst of it. Little Ralph is running in saying hi. That's AZRA's little brother from another mother. And he, no doubt, will be tucked up in bed, probably snoring, rather than watching this. And he definitely wouldn't want to be out in this. I can assure you, it is horrid this morning. I think AZRA had enough before we even got to the end of the road, to be honest. As I said earlier, cold, wet and windy together, I think, are the three worst things for a dog walker. Any one of the three, you can cope with that. Maybe even two of the three, depending on what they are. Cold and wet, could deal with that. But with this wind, yeah, got it wrong, didn't I? It's blowing straight back in my face. So it might even be moving about the wind, because it was blowing in my face around the back, which in theory it should be the other way around now. But it's not. Lead on, AZRA. Yes, he is sensibly sleeping. I knew that. I knew that's exactly what he was doing. He's an old man. He's 11 this year. And yes, he is more sensible. AZRA is 5 in just over 4 months. May the 4th. Some may know that it's Star Wars Day. I think Ralph's birthday's even sooner than that. Can't remember. I only remember AZRA's birthday because of the date. February, there you go. I thought I knew it was coming out. AZRA, what are you doing? It's a rock. So hopefully everyone's enjoying the stroll this morning from your warm confines, hopefully. We are now well over halfway around. And depending on how I feel, it might be we might finish when we get to the village centre, but we've got a while yet. We haven't seen the bus yet. We are a bit earlier this morning, but we should see them still. At least one of them. But it is pretty horrid. And then you get to a situation like this where the wind just blasts down that road in the face. At least when you're in the tunnel, you're getting it from one place, which is in front, not the side as well. So can you imagine what it would be like over the fields today, guys? Horrendous. It's not nice. I wouldn't say it's pouring. It is raining quite steadily, but I wouldn't say pouring. I think it always again sounds worse on the conservatory, but it is certainly not nice. But thank goodness I found my proper raincoat last night when I was having a sort out, because I needed it this morning. Not only is it a good raincoat, it's my golfing raincoat. It's a warm one as well, actually. Anyway, So this is where we would have come out had we done the medium stroll from up there. And you all recognise it if you've been with me before. So that's the difference it makes. It probably adds on at least another half mile to the stroll, if not more, doing what we've just done. And to be fair, I really need it. So does she. We both need our exercise. My diet is not going well. I haven't weighed myself, but I'm confident there's little or no movement. I need to be more stronger with myself. During the day, it's absolutely fine because you can't pick. You take what you got, and that's it. Sometimes at night, and not a lot as much as it was. Sometimes pick. I have been better. So hopefully we'll start seeing the results. The leg is alright this morning. Very slight dull ache. Bear in mind I haven't done my exercises this morning because I was told not to, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I think that sort of helps as well when you haven't sort of done a load of exercise before you come out. But my routine is very clear. I get up at 4:45 to do my jacket potato before I bring her out. And whilst that is cooking, I do my exercise then. But I haven't taken any painkillers this morning, which is actually the first time all since it happened, actually. So that's positive. I haven't felt the need to take them, and still when I get home I won't feel the need to take them. Don't know that much. So it's good. But what I will say, guys, is I know that it isn't right. It's a lot better, far more manageable. But if you compare it to my right leg, which to all intents and purposes was my bad leg prior to the accident, I know it's not right. So yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? It'll get there. Just got to keep doing what they tell me, and we'll be fine. And what we'll say to you now is the rain is getting very much heavier in the last sort of couple of minutes whilst we've been talking injuries. Wait. Good girl. Come. Thank you for the likes, AZRA. So we're going to be hitting the town centre in a minute. And I think what does help as well is with the leg, is that when I'm out doing these strolls, if I wasn't doing this, I would have music on, so you will have a distraction, whatever. And that does help if you're just walking and you've sort of got her to think about, but then nothing else. It does start something, playing on you. But as I say, to be honest, there is a dull ache this morning, nothing major. It is there in the background, but it wouldn't stop me doing anything, and that is huge. From what it was even 2 weeks ago, guys, it was still so painful and still stopping me doing a lot of what I wanted to do. You've no idea it is to be able to come out and do these live strolls again properly, rather than just sort of doing around the block, sort of 10-15 minute blast. It's not good for the channel. This is far better. And we get far more people watching. It's been a decent morning, not weekend levels, to be honest with you. The weekends are always better. And it is still early, remember, guys. But this is what we got, because this is what time I have to come out. So those that get up at the insane time I do, we can all enjoy it together. delivery van here, it looks like, in front. I'll show you this handcrafted postbox ornament here. There you are. Be happy. All handcrafted. Come on, Azra, let's go. Just wait for this car to go because I've got 0 room here. Right, come on, carry on. Good girl. He's a noisy sod. Right, crossing over. So you've got the church there in the background, just beyond the red light there. Village signs. In front on the left, old-fashioned phone box. And if you remember, guys, when I was doing the shorter strolls, I was having to perch myself on the bench over there. None of that anymore. If I stop this morning, it will be to just get dry for a few moments. But there's not a lot of point, as I've got a massive drip on me. Because we're still 10 minutes from home, so what's the point of stopping? Might as well just get home now. We're doing very well for time. Easily be home by 6, if not before. We'll be going well over half an hour, so that's good. Just so you can see how windy it is, guys. There we go. That's it's a bit more open down this end. Not the houses aren't as close to the street as possible. I reckon this is a newspaper bloke dumping the newspapers off. Either that or he's going to cost me in a minute. One or the other, but he's left me 0 room. Oh, I think he's just realised what he'd done. Right, we've got some cars coming from the other direction. So short lead time. Haven't seen the buses yet. They are due any time, at least one of them. If anything, he's a bit late, to be honest. Go on, Azra, lead on. So we'll keep our ear out for that. So we come up to the village hall over there on the left. Come on. I think sometimes she wants to stop. She got used to having pit stops. I don't know if anyone has seen some of the live videos or even just news footage of the snow in New York especially. They said 11 inches fell on Sunday. That's a record level of snowfall. Fell in New York on Sunday. And Jude and I were just flicking through YouTube on Sunday. And we were watching a guy who was doing a live stroll, similar to this. And the snow. I don't think I've seen snow like it since I went skiing. And that was many, many years ago. And didn't enjoy it. I'll put that in. But he arrived at Columbus Circle. Now, if you're familiar with New York, that is sort of quite a very big sort of roundabout interchange on the corner of Central Park, Broadway. Gives you an idea. And it was absolute carnage. Watching the electric taxis especially, struggling. It was wow. How there were no crashes, fair dues. There's a lot of room on that roundabout, but even so, it was absolute carnage. Entertaining to watch. You wouldn't have wanted to have been driving in it, I can assure you. And unless you had to go out, why the hell would you? 11 inches of snow. New York did look quiet. I mean, there were people But when we were there, and maybe ours is a little bit masked because we were there for New Year, in the first week of the New Year. But a lot of people were being sensible and staying at home. It was probably only the tourists that were out. So, right guys, we're going to call this one a day, I think. Thank you very much for your company this morning. We do it all again tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream is already scheduled, I believe. I've done that. It's one of the things they say to do to help get it in the algorithm, so I'm trying that. We'll catch up tomorrow, guys. Have a good Tuesday. You gonna say goodbye, Azra? Azra, you gonna say goodbye? Good girl. Right, lay down.